As we all know, there's a UFC 294 coming up this weekend. Volkanovski will fight Islam Makhachev, and the other big match is between Chimaev and USMAN, but we'll get to that later. I want to review for you why Volkanovski will literally wipe the floor with Makhachev. You probably don't believe me, but let me tell you why it will happen. Firstly, Islam should have fought Charles Oliveira, but 13 days before the match, Oliveira got injured and Volkanovski decided to take the match on a 12-day notice. As we all know, Oliveira is a grappler and Makhachev has been preparing for 3 months to fight a grappler and then suddenly gets to step in the octagon with arguably one of the best strikers in the world. As we all know, after taking the full 5 rounds, Makhachev won the first battle between the two by unanimous decision. Volkanovski is fuming about the fact that he lost that match and that he probably should have won it. Volkanovski wants his vengeance. Volkanovski even said that he couldn't have been more excited to get the phone call to step up for Oliveira and get a second crack at Islam. He wants to make sure the judges stay out of it this time. Volkanovski even said that he really wants to hurt the guy and wants to finish him early. Volkanovski already has plans to defend his featherweight title in January against the dangerous Lia Topuria and isn't ruling out such a fast return regardless of whether he defeats Makhachev. It's rare enough in MMA for the two top pound-for-pound fighters to get a chance to face off. It's even more rare to get a rematch, especially one with so much at stake. I mean, don't get me wrong, it won't be easy for Volkanovski to beat Makhachev. I mean, not that easy, considering he has Khabib in his corner, the crowd is behind him, and he has already beaten him. But let's not forget about his weaknesses, such as: firstly, he couldn't finish Volkanovski. I mean, Volkanovski almost finished him. Second, all the pressure is on him to win. And third, and as we said earlier, he's prepared for a different fight. He's prepared for a grappler, and Volkanovski isn't a one. And Volkanovski, on the other hand, has nothing to lose. Means he will take all the risks, might be fresher without a long camp, knows the adjustments to make for rematch, and he went 5 close rounds with Islam. The only weaknesses that Volk has are that he already lost to Islam. That is kind of psychological weakness, but I think it still will play a big role in this match. The second one is that he's not in his best fighting shape, and the last and third one, he didn't get early to Abu Dhabi for preparation. But I think all of these are not really that concerning, knowing that this guy is literally pound for pound the best striker in UFC. Islam as a grappler will look to grab a hold on him. As a Volkanovski, if he doesn't let that happen, he will be throwing punch after punch and eventually break him. My prediction for this one is a round 4 Volkanovski win by a knockout. The other thing I want to reveal is why USMAN has literally no chance. The stakes in this match are also insanely high, because whoever wins this Saturday will have a shot with the champ Sean Strickland. The other day, Chimaev literally compared himself with an iPhone Pro and Kamaru with iPhone 5. I don't know about the iPhone Pro, but he for sure wants to say he's levels above USMAN. And he's absolutely right. With Chimaev being 12 wins, 0 losses, he's the absolute favorite to win the match. Now I'll show you the strengths and weaknesses of both fighters. Kamaru has the years of championship experience, which are insanely important. Also, he didn't have to go through a rough and hard training camp and has a fresh body, which is also good. And lastly, he has good wrestling defense, which can help him a lot in this match with Chimaev. But his weaknesses are: he hasn't fought at 185 pounds before, which can be crucial. Also, he might not be in best fight shape. Even with his fresh body, he might not be well prepared, and we all know that. And lastly, for this short period of time for preparation, there is no way he has a clear game plan on how to beat Khamzat. On the other hand, we have Khamzat, who is a very dominant wrestler. he has a very high motor and he can switch stances very well. And the main thing in his strength is his undefeated confidence. I mean, he even said that when someone fights him, he gets a lot of money, and that's why Kamaru wanted the fight. And the last thing is that he doesn't use leg kicks. But I still, at the end of the day, I think Chimaev will win the match, and even with all those strengths for USMAN, he still don't stand a chance against this freak of nature. And my prediction for this one is Khamzat win in the 4th round by submission. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.